So we're gonna pop. Oh, that's the end of this thing. My trusty brush. Alright, front's all done. Just going to the back for these springs. Also got these new rear e-brake cables. Again, off of a EM1 99 Civic SI. It should be the correct length, because right now when we pull up the e-brake, you basically pull it up, there's like no feeling to it. It basically pull it up, there's like no feeling to it. It basically just goes all the way up and then it locks at the last turn. So that's probably the incorrect length. So that's what these ones will fix. And trailing arm bushings. Alright, so we're going to take this off, this entire arm. 2 bolts in here, and bolt up here. Lower joint. And this whole hub should come off. I mean, the other way too is you can just have this fall down and punch it out that way. But I'm going to just take out the entire thing so it's easier to press. Okay, so we undid the camber arm, the 2 lower bolts holding the lower control arm. We undid the brakes, took the rotor off. We got the 2 bolts that are holding the bushing up here and here. Then we got this 1 nut and bolt on this thing right here. There's a back side to that, so I take that one out too. Alright. Got it out. Jesus, this is heavy. Alright, so that's it right here with the whole rear spindle. So we're gonna pop. Oh, that's the end of this thing. My trusty brush. That's okay. So we're gonna press this out on the press. And hopefully you can see right now it's all cracked and everything, so this is definitely a no bueno. We'll push this out this way, press the new one in, make sure we get the sides right, because this is one side longer than the other. This is the new one side is longer than the other. I'm going to put this in. So the one side is longer than the other side, so the longer side goes on the inside. Alright, this actually came out with the help of this bearing cup. Goes out from the inside towards the outside. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it's like that, and then I put the top on it. And then let the press do its thing. Slid out fairly easily. Just gonna clean this edge up slightly with a rag. And then we're gonna flip it around. Press the new one in. So orientation is pretty important. Make sure you get that right. Spray some lube. Yeah, get it. Get it. Throw this around. Put this in here. A little awkward because it's trying to hold the whole spindle up. Okay, so I'm having a bit of trouble with this cup. It sounds just a little too small for this bushing. So what I've done is I've used those bearings we popped out from the front. Just double stack them so we clear the mounting point. Put this on top. Hopefully that is the right diameter, and we're going to be able to press this in evenly. And that's it. Yeah, it's more or less flush to this housing, so pretty much there. This is good to go. Let's pop this back. Gotta get the strut out for that. Change the springs. Alright, out comes the lowering springs from eBay at boot spring. Ooh. I do like red things. Yeah. Alright, so got one side down for the trailing arm. We swapped to one suspension spring. Now we're gonna look at the e-brake. I've already taken the bracket off. So on a stock one, you'd have a link here and here. So you have to take off, and then there's a bolt here, and then the inside linkages, which is covered by this heat shield. So there's 3 10 mils on here. Here. So there's 3 10 mils on this heat shield right here. One here and one here. I'll take that off. This comes off. You'll probably snap them like I will in a second. And then you can fish the e-brake cables through. Playing games, he was supposed to help me earlier.
Filipino time, man.
Oh no, Kuya time. So we're going to undo the... Oh yeah, this one came out. Just dropped a pile of like rust in my eye. So we're gonna undo the center console thingy. Luckily, we're like base as Civics get, so there's really nothing there. Like 4 screws. I think that's all that holds it in. Maybe 5. Never mind, I lied, it's only 2. Just one here, one there. And you can just rip it off. So grab the brackets. Ooh! Oh no, the carpet's in the way. Did we take the carpet out last time? No. No, right? We just fished it through? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Here's the old cable next to the new cable. On the right side, these are like off of a SI. No, actually, these are off of a, I think, Civic hatch. And these ones are off of a 99 SI. You can see it's just a little bit longer. Originally, I had kind of made these work because you can mount the bracket further back. It kind of gave it a little bit of grab, but not really. You thought it was pretty sketchy.
Yeah.
The car would roll off of his driveway, so.
I couldn't park it on my driveway.
So yeah, these new cables should be perfect. Alright, so put the rear spindle back in. This is your toe adjustment. You see these notches? I'm just gonna eyeball it for now and get it to about center. So we can, brake caliper on that, please. That's my friend. But yeah, just try to get that to 0. Leave them all loose. Get this one tightened down. And you can adjust this afterwards.
Yeah, so just tighten down this bushing first, and then adjust it from the kind of like halfway down. High balls are really slow.
My personal opinion, but I think this is like one of the dumbest brackets ever. I don't know why they didn't flip this around, because like you barely can get your hand in here. And then for some reason these clips are kind of like spring loaded, so they're kind of like forcing themselves apart a little bit, so you can't even get all the full length of this bolt threaded into this hole. So that was kind of a dumb design. Like messed around with this for like a good 5 minutes. Eric's just gonna bolt up the rear end. The one side is completely done. We changed the bushing. This is tight. Bottom 2 is tight. Pins back in. We got the e-brake cable here. This is mounted, new spring. We can adjust this if we want, but I don't feel like it right now. Seems to be good. E-brake cable bolted in. I'm missing this little clip right here. Probably find one in my stash of stuff, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, you work. There's a pin right here. Just gotta take the little pin out. Okay. There's a cotter pin in here, and it just pops out.
Okay.
Undo that. There might be, no, there's not. And this pops out of that. And there's a 12 mil behind that holds the caliper line around there. You can take that off too.
Okay.
Okay, we got the other side out, but we ran into one of our biggest problems yet. That's why it sucks sometimes to own an older car. Everything's just broken. So you can see that the toe arm is cut off. The reason why is because the bushing here, the bolt behind it was seized onto the bushing, so it was actually pulling the bushing out. And because it had nowhere to go, all it had to do was move this mounting bracket back. So this is actually like bent this way. And to confirm it, that we didn't like break anything inside, we just wanted to make sure that this in here was good, so we just cut a hole in it. We're gonna get it welded back up later, but yeah, so now I've cut the arm off because the bushing was no good on it. We can't reuse this anyways. I have new arms coming, but I was gonna put that on later. I was like, it's gonna go on whenever it gets here, and this car's not moving till then. So now I've cut the arm off. I've tried cutting the bolt off. On one side it kind of worked, but now the other side's still kind of on, so just trying to see if we can manage it open. It doesn't want to do anything, so I'm gonna have to cut the other side off too. This really sucks. Alright, this is where we're kind of really flying by the seat of our pants here. Washer is here, nut, stud, that's kind of okay, so I guess. I mean, it's not seized in there, so we can potentially still grab it and get this out, but this is kind of dinky. We'll get that out, hammer it back flat, get this welded up, this plate welded back in there. We really kind of messed up. I don't know. It's not really our fault. I mean, the car's kind of just old. But oh my god, the carnage, man. This carnage.
Passion fruit, mango.
Mango slush. Actually, no. Mango, the one with the milk. Everything below it. Smoothie. Smoothie.
Mango smoothie.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yes. Oh my god. So now we're stuck. We need these tow arms ASAP. I've had to pretty much cut them up into little pieces. Oh, Eric screwed up. So, but we got the new bushing in here. That doesn't really help because the tow arm is messed. We've hammered the thingy back. We're gonna probably weld it up later. Yeah.